Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's the day. It is Monday, June 24th. If you can see the date. And we are starting induction today. It's 3:41. I go see the doctor at 5 o'clock. I am his last patient today. And we're getting the ball rolling. I am so nervous. It took me forever to fall asleep last night because I just am a ball of nerves and I'm anxious. And yeah, so then when I woke up this morning, I was able to actually sleep in for a while. I probably got about 8 hours, 8 or 9, probably closer to 9 hours of sleep last night, 8 to 9 hours, which was wonderful. So I'm all over the place. I kind of picked up the house a little bit today. I just mainly kind of picked up a few things and vacuumed just because I know we're gonna have people over shortly after we get home and I don't want to have to worry about it. I mean, it's not perfect. There are parts of our house that is a disaster because we are renovating. Marley's room is still in progress, so we have all of her stuff still in the office. We did pull the treadmill out of her room, and then I cleaned out like our closet, so we've got stuff like that still needs to be put up in storage. And we're also going to be renovating our home office within the next few weeks. So everything is just a mess, but I just try to get to where people could like sit down and we have access to like the table and couches. That was my goal, and it's been accomplished. So right now, Anthony actually got out of class early. So right now I'm actually waiting because Anthony got out of class early, and so he is on his way home. He should be home about 4 o'clock. So probably a little bit after 4 because he did have to go get gas. So he'll be home in probably like 20 minutes. And then we're gonna head into town. We need to run to Walmart to go pick up some dog food and then run by the bank just to pull some money out so we have cash, and then go to the doctor's office. I'm nervous. I'm more nervous for the unknown. I've never had to stay in a hospital. I mean, I've stayed in a hospital once when I was with a kid at work, but I wasn't actually admitted. My kid was admitted. I've never been personally admitted. I've never had an IV. I've only had my blood taken or shots given. I've never not knowing what's gonna happen. I am scared just mainly for the unknown and for any possible complications that could come up. Praying that we don't have any, but there's just that, it's that unknown factor, and that comes with any childbirth experience. So that's where I'm sitting at. I'm just trying to remain calm and just remember that it's gonna happen the way it's supposed to happen, and baby girl is as healthy as she possibly can be at this point. She is very active today. Last night she was crazy active, and Cookie had her head on my stomach and Cookie's head was just bouncing. I mean, Marley was kicking so much, and just so ready for her to be here. I've had a few people tell me, oh, you'll regret her coming and you'll want her back in your stomach because that's the only way you can protect her, you know, give it a few weeks and you'll want her back in. And I really doubt that, for the fact of my body does not handle this very well. I have been in so much pain with my back, with my sciatica, just with swelling. I mean, my swelling hasn't been that bad, but when I do start to swell, it hurts. But it's mainly my back. And so I'm ready to be able to work out again and go my full strength, work back up to that, lose weight because I know that's going to have a huge impact on my back, because I did gain quite a bit of weight right before I got pregnant. And so I know that had a huge factor in it. And so, plus I'm ready just to be able to see her and look at her and hold her and just know she's okay, and, you know that, just be able to look at her and hold her. And I don't know, it's hard to explain, but the way that my brain works, I think that my anxiety and everything is just going to be a whole lot better when she's here. So that's our game plan. So how we're doing this is, I am his last patient he sees today. They told me to be there about 5, maybe a few minutes before. I may be seen a little bit after 5, but I am the last patient seen today. They're going to put in what's called Dilapan, which is like, the way he described it is, it's like the lead, not the lead, but like the ink part to a pen. Like, it's really tiny, and they put that in your cervix, and it helps to dilate your cervix even more. So he's gonna put that in his office today. And then depending on if I'm dilated or not, if I'm more dilated than I was last week, then that's all he's gonna, goodness, then that's all he's gonna do today. What the heck? Hold on. There we go. But if I am the same that I was last week, which last week I was 1 centimeter, then he's going to put the Dilapan in and give me a medication on top of that. I don't remember what it was called. I want to say it started with a C, but I don't remember. I could be completely wrong. And he said that if he does give me that, more than likely I will end up going to labor and delivery at some point in the middle of the night with contractions, because he says that that will help jumpstart it even more. So it just honestly is just going to depend on how things are going, how my body's reacting. I have felt so much more pressure and cramping this last week, like more than I had before. So I'm hoping that my body has progressed more naturally on its own. I want to do the least amount of medication as possible in terms of induction, even though I know that's really not probably practical, but we did decide that induction is the best route for us. And that was discussed between me, Anthony, and our doctor. And so I feel amazing about that. I'm nervous. I would be nervous and scared no matter what. No, you know. So, but if I end up not going in at some point tonight, like in the middle of the night, we have to be at labor and delivery at 5 a.m. in the morning. So June 25th. And then he said that we go to admissions, and then they'll take us back to labor and delivery. And then we're gonna get the ball. And then we will get the process going even more. And we'll welcome her in at some point, most likely tomorrow. So within the next 24 hours, she's gonna be here. And I'm going to cry. It's just surreal. I remember when we were engaged, I was like, I've always dreamed of this day. Like, it's never happened before, you know, like. And then we got married, and I was like, this is actually for life. Like, it took me a little bit for it to hit. And then now I'm sitting and, you know, it's like you've wanted these things for so long that when it actually happens, it's like somebody pinched me. Like, I'm dreaming. Like, this can't be real, but it's real life. So I'm excited. I'm nervous, but it'll be good. So I really haven't had much of an appetite today. I did eat a little bit earlier. Just tired. I'm tired, but I'm not really that tired. I think it's just nerves, and I just kind of want to sleep and wake up and everything and her be here. So that's not realistic. I am going to take my camera. I have several memory cards. I have 2 batteries, my battery charger. I'm going to try to video as much as I can. I don't know what the hospital is going to allow me to video regarding like labor and things like that, or you know, like my doctor or anything. So I'm hoping to find out some more information. If I remember to ask, I will at my appointment today, but if not, then I will ask once we get to the hospital. I'm probably just gonna wait till we get to the hospital anyways, because if we go in tonight, there's a chance that my doctor may not be on call, and then I have another doctor, and so it kind of just depends. And so I know every doctor's different, but I'm just gonna get as much as I can. If I'm not able to actually talk a lot, then I will try to do some overlay text just so y'all kind of know what's going on in the video. So I know my family's gonna be there, his family's gonna be there. At first I really didn't want anybody there until after, but the more I thought about it, like, I think it'll be nice to have people there. So they're gonna be there. They're not gonna get there till like 8 or 9 though, at the earliest. And Anthony has no clue, but his sister is going to be coming in about 8 or 9. And after she asked what time, I privately texted her, like out of our group message, and I asked her to stop by Starbucks and get him a Frappuccino. I told her what his 2 favorite ones are, because he's gonna need caffeine. There for a while he wanted somebody else to be in the room with me because he didn't want to be in there, but he's finally come along and he's gonna be in there, so I want to try to get him something that's nice, and that's a surprise. So she's gonna be bringing that tomorrow morning, because I know we have to get up there early and it's just gonna be a long day, and then, you know, with our families there and we don't know how fast it's gonna go, you know, with so many unknowns, I just figured that's the least I could do. So we are excited. It's surreal. I have the car seat in the truck. I have her bags in the truck ready to go. My bag and her bag. I have a few things sitting on the kitchen table that like I needed to use today, like my makeup, my straightener's cooling off, then I'll put that in there. Just a few things that are still needed now, but everything else is already in the truck and ready to go. So all we have to do is grab those last minute things. Anthony needs to put some clothes in a bag, and then we're ready. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and this is going to be very different. I know I personally like watching these type of videos, but I'm doing this more for the fact of I want to be able to look back on this. So this is kind of my version of a home video, and I know it'll be really cool to look back and see kind of my thought process and kind of where I was mentally and things like that. So let's get going. Hey guys. Okay, so just a quick update. We are back from the doctor, and I have pie in the truck, and so I'm going to get it real quick while I'm thinking about it. I am still only 1 centimeter dilated. I have 2 Dilapans in right now, and that's it. Crap. It's in the middle. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. I got it. So he said that I have to report to admissions at 4:45 in the morning on Tuesday the 25th, I believe, and I cannot eat or drink. I'm sorry, I cannot eat anything past midnight. So we went to the grocery store after dinner and I got me some desserts. Well, I got key lime pie, just a slice, and Anthony got thumbprint cookies, and I got a huge thing of water. So I want to try to drink quite a bit of water tonight, and it has electrolytes in it. This water I got. I have been feeling a lot more pressure since he put the Dilapan in, and I've been cramping off and on. So he's hoping I'm at 4 centimeters when we show up to the hospital in the morning. The only way that's going to change is if I start cramping, or not cramping, is if I have 5-minute interval contractions for 1 hour, or my water breaks tonight. So that's the only way things will change. So other than that, we are set to go in the morning. We'll start Pitocin and fluids once I get up there and get settled in. And then he said he'll do rounds about 7:30, and then he'll break my water after I get an epidural, I think. So I'm gonna go lay down in bed, watch some TV, and let's get this. We got this. She's coming. She's coming sooner rather than later.
Yesterday at the doctor's office?
Okay, that's recording.
Oh, that, yeah.
Anthony. Hey.
Hey.
Are you having fun?
Are you excited to be a grandma?
Why, heck yeah, my baby's having a baby. That's your job right now.
Okay.
You don't mind.
Okay. I'm zooming in on everybody's face.
Is that Weezy?
No.
Yeah, in the...
That's what she said, Hollywood.
You probably won't be allowed to hang out with who's taking the pictures.
Yes, she will. I'm gonna be your best friend.
The back flips up so you can actually see.
Oh, good to know. How?
Here,
That big thing, I think.
here, bring it to me so you can work it.
I have a nice camera.
Oh, cool.
Oh, cool.
This is a late birthday present.
It's on the second floor.
Saved up for it for a while.
We had to wait till we got our school.
It took an hour to get my epidural in with 3 anesthesiologists because of my scoliosis. But I feel good now.
Yeah, if you get the tripod, we could like set it up somewhere.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I can't even see your face.
That feels really good on my back. It usually does, because it opens up the pelvis about 11% more, takes all that pressure down. So the babies are starting off looking this way. So that's the biggest line out of their head coming through the pelvis. So what we want them to do is, as they're coming down, rotate their little head so they can tuck it in and come right on down. Okay? Girl. Well, we're trying to teach her, but she may not listen to me.
She has stubborn parents.
That's true. Stubborn family members.
She comes about on. That's what, on the way over. We're like, so she's gonna be really sassy and a brat, and he's like, she gets it from you. I was like, she gets it from everybody she's around.
Yep.
On both sides. It comes from a strong line. She's a wild one. It's wiggling everywhere. And that's 10. When that's totally filled, that means you're 10. Okay? But this is what she was yesterday. That's 1. Babies don't come through 1. This is the thickness of the cervix normally when you're just pregnant. So let me show you it also like this. It's like this thick.
I thought you were going to show us.
I was like, whoa.
Real life example.
It's going to get as thin as this sheet. Okay?
Yeah.
So we don't know what she is because nobody told me. But we want her as thin as this. So when he checks her the first time, I'll show you how
He
thick
hasn't
she
even
is.
told me yet, so.
And then the baby is, she said that when he put that in, it felt like going up to her tonsils. So we're probably not even in Texas yet. So we need to bring it down and come into Mineral Wells. So, first babies, the most important thing before you're going to make any change right here is that thinness. You have to thin it out because your cervix is never open up. Now, the more babies you have, you don't have to thin it out as much. I'm so sorry. So that's your story, okay?
And so instead of numbers going down,
Yeah, we're doing.
I can
for
give you
some reason
numbers.
we did town.
So this is like
So we're still
minus
minus
4, and this is almost delivered.
So we're about 2.5 hours out. Is that the city's about 2.5?
No, this is
No,
not an hour.
no.
Okay.
This is just distance.
Just for a visual representation.
Boy, that was awful. That was awful nice though. But
I mean, I wish.
no. First babies, you start changing your cervix. You change it about 1 to 2 centimeters an hour. Okay, but we have to really get her in a good labor pattern. Number 1.
Yeah.
Number 2, we have to get water broken so that the contractions are pushing against the cervix. Okay.
And we don't know what I'm at right now because doctor's in
We just know she's
surgery right now.
pregnant. That's it. That's as far as we got. I'm just trying to make sure I can get a good recording. On the side, it doesn't pick up.
I already took it off. I'm just keeping it off.
Is the same size as the downward pull of gravity. So it should not be going anywhere.
Nice.
She's not up there. She's down here. That's what I'm saying. She's underneath all this stuff.
We're both.
You're playing off nuclear.
No.
Because she's under. That's why they have to keep moving that stuff. Is that a video?
Yeah.
See, isn't that so much fun? Just to actually have a camera and
Like lift it off with like this.
yeah. No, we are. It's just
Oh, wow.
talking about what happened. Yeah, and stuff like that. And then it's fine. When we first got here, my night nurse, which she'll be back tonight.
Okay.
And I like her. She's hilarious. And like when she went over my paperwork, we could have got it done in 5 minutes. She was here for 30.
Okay, so she's like the nice one.
Yeah, I like her.
Okay.
But anyways, so we're going over everything, and then the phlebotomist comes in to get my blood work, and she was like, name, date of birth. And comes over and does it, and I'm like trying to make it. I was like trying to joke around, like, yeah, I don't like needles or whatever, make conversation, and she was just ignoring.
She just sat there like,
Jeez.
Hey, she's gonna be back tonight.
We'll edit that out.
We'll
she goes home and cuts her wrists.
No, the
Okay.
phlebotomist.
What we should do? We should
The
do a
nurse that
video
did
of
the
us talking to Marley.
She said that she'll see me. She's like, I'll see you and Marley tonight. Then I'll be back about 7.
Aw.
Dang.
Well, when this nurse was like,
Little Dennis.
yeah, all those other
They
places.
live in Chinza, which
That's both of y'all's job.
is like a half an hour from Rome.
How do you feel?
I feel gray right now. It's my blood pressure cup. It's inflating on my arm.
Oh, inflating on your arm.
Anyway, sorry.
So sorry.
You're just fine. I'm just gonna turn your pet up so you are.
Okay, what do you have to say to Marley?
I love you.
Wait, how do you do that? Wait, how do you flip it? Marley, we don't. Wait, it's not even. Yeah, it's been recorded.
Flip it. Hold the bottom of the screen and pull it up.
We love you, Marley.
We're so excited for you to be here.
Come up, hurry up.
Oh, that's on my face.
I'm in here all day.
Yeah. Well, there's
Being an
Oh, it's close.
3 centimeters. I'll go ahead and step out there.
What's it supposed to be?
10. But they just broke my water though.
Oh, really?
Yay.
Oh, this may be tomorrow then.
No, it'll be this afternoon. Because it'll pick up now. Because I'm on medication too.
Gross. Smells really gross.
Does it?
What happened?
I know I keep coming in here, y'all, but
I remember your
just
bonus
restocking stuff.
broken.
Well, I was sitting there eating marinara pizza and looked up.
Wait, what? Oh.
That was gross.
Ew.
Where's Dylan?
He didn't want to come.
Wow.
I told him to come. He has something I need. Yep. You excited? You excited?
Yeah.
That does not look comfortable at all. Anthony, go the other way.
What the heck?
Why does he turn that way?
Weirdo.
So, did you cut it?
No.
No, you didn't.
He doesn't do
He
that.
said I'm out on that.
Anthony, by the third trial, I want you to cut it.
You sound like
Do with the
this.
C-section, unfortunately,
Oh,
because
because
it's
it's
all
dark.
dark.
It's already
Okay, okay.
Oh, that, it's not as exciting, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. That's
Oh, what you taking off for?
Look at that pouty
Aw.
Pouty face. She's like, yeah, you think you hear it now and you like it? It's such a tiny little
Here you go.
voice.
I'll put it back.
So cute.
Let's try this one more time without you kicking it off.
Wait, hold it back up. Hold it back up.
Look at that cold probe.
Like, can you please quit jacking with me like that? Like, seriously, I'm soaking in on the attention.
exactly.
She's gonna be a little brat.
Right after she will take it out. Oh, goodness. She got dots on her nose.
You did too.
She's like, you're talking bad about me, Daddy.
You had a split in your ass too.
Thanks.
I see how long ago this
That's cause
because when your mama went into the operating room or the delivery room, the door hit her in the butt.
I always thought the dog.
How's she doing? How's she doing? I know, I keep doing sludges. You're not allowed to say it. Aww.
Oh, look at her little eyes.
She likes you.
I don't know how to work this camera, so I'm trying to zoom her.
I don't think
Okay.
Des is the only one that's messed with it.
Oh my gosh. So cute. Oh, her little hand coming out. Oh, hey girl, hey. Aunties love you. We love you. Oh, yeah. That's okay. Daddy got you. Say, I think she's ready for mom, like low key. Like, let's be real.
I think I can sleep through that cry.
Uh-oh.
We're going to remind you of that in a few weeks. He gets slapped. Well, has Des held her yet?
Yeah, I showed you the picture.
Oh, okay. Well, you said you hadn't. I was thinking, who held her? Who held her?
So, wait, you did get a picture for holding her?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Jessica. I know, that's what I was trying to do. Well, I couldn't get her little mouth.
Whitney, can you do the one, like, towards the right? Like, towards Anthony's body? Can you move it? Yeah, there we go.
Oh, she likes sucking her fingers.
Oh my god. She's like, I'm in daddy's arms. I'm good.
Y'all are just going to have to send me all these.
Oh my gosh.
Don't drop her.
I'm not going to drop her. I got her.
Got her?
Hey, get your mom's phone out of her butt. Oh,
Yeah,
no.
that's why I'm putting my butt in.
Hey, oh, I'm just kidding. I was gonna video it.
Oh, she's so precious.
Oh.
I keep like she's gonna fall through your hands.
She's not going to fall. I know, I didn't like people touching you. I thought this was going to give you bruises.
That's a little extreme.
She's trying to suck on the blanket. Yeah.
Okay, Mom, your turn. Yes. Sorry, Anthony. Sorry, Anthony.
I know. That would be bad, wouldn't it?
Hey, will you take a picture on my phone of Mom? Yes. Thank you. Aww. Oh my gosh, Mom, that's so cute. Hey, girl. Oh, you're Mimi? Wait, what are y'all being called again?
Mimi.
Can you say it? You're Mimi?
Mimi.
And you are what?
Nana.
Nana. Okay, Mimi and Nana.
What's your Nana be?
Well, I'm the only Nana, so it can be Nana.
That one?
Aww.
Your grandpa's gonna be jealous. He went outside. Or in the hall shot.
Oh,
He just stepped outside for a second. No, down the hall.
oh my god. So cute.
Already a protective daddy.
Oh, I want to go this way.
She's like, that blanket tastes pretty good right now.
I know.
Barbara. Yes, I'm waiting here. Oh, hang on.
No, you can go. Take a picture. It's fine.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna turn towards.
That's what vlog is like. You just like video what's ever happening. So, what's your words? What's your words?
Any words?
Wait, how do you do this? Like, how do you flip it?
out. Yeah.
Okay. How does everyone feel? Ayo! Oh gosh. She probably is gonna look at these and be like,
You so mad, didn't they? Yes. They made you so mad.
yeah.
I never had a baby that tight.
Is she looking at Daddy over there?
She said, what's up, world?
Like, help me.
She said,
Be back in the belly.
trade? Aww. Yeah, Dad. And block the door. People block the door.
I was gonna take pictures.
Take me a picture.
Hey, will you take the picture? It's video, Dad, but she's about to take your picture.
It's okay.
Brought it here.
It's pretty close little girl. Say cheese. Say cheese, Marley.
Second, let me tell you my problems, Grandpa. Or whatever you're going to be
Well,
called.
we'll
Let me
solve
tell you
them
about it.
problems. We'll go fishing. Okay. Yeah, that's right. We'll go fishing. We'll go fishing. Oh,
Look at that neat.
Oh, I guess we better get up here and put a little hood back on, baby.
I just want to listen before you stick them.
I'll stick them.
Good. Old stethoscope.
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you, she's a sweet nurse. She knows what to do. Make it warm.
Don't eat the hands. Don't eat the hands. Mom will be here soon. Mom will be here soon. I'm sorry. I know my breath probably stinks, huh?
It does. Coming at you.
You send your mom in.
No, I haven't sent anybody a picture since. But I love you.
I know, baby girl. I'm sorry.
Make sure you're working, baby.
I'm right behind you.
Okay. Are you saying? Whitney, how do I pass her off?
Yes. There you go.
Screw her head. There you go. By the light. Well, I turned her out. You probably want to go around on that side.
Well, it's fine.
So we can see her head. Well, take a picture. Her head's facing the wrong way.
Oh, Whitney, this is cute.
I never did it on the first time.
Do you want one on my phone?
Yeah, will you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got it?
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna come behind you and.
Sent to the Hep B, right?
Yeah,
I mean, we have a signed form for it, so
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
So yes, you did.
yeah.
So always like to double check.
We're not gonna essential oil her.
Can you check mine while you're at it?
But there's so much. Oh, I know. I'm sorry. That's all?
She didn't do a daggone thing.
Oh.
She got the little, made a little blade.
Do it. Okay, yeah.
That's a tiny band-aid.
Yes.
Go for a tiny baby.
Does Dad, do you want her like to cry or something?
I want to catch
no,
her if she
for-
does cry. That's what I'm saying. I want
With
to.
any kind of pricks like that, they know they're
You
good.
figure if you pricked her leg like that, or toe, or thigh, or heel, wherever it was she pricked, she would kind of get a little.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, Daddy, they're hurting me.
Saying, I want to go. She said, they're going to keep pricking my heels like that. I want to go back where I came from. I remember Mom would say no. But she's losing her hoodie.
I know, right?
I'll be right back.
Marley, you're gonna get on a vlog.
Dang, you know what? I thought I was recording that. I wasn't. Oh, well.
Do it again.
Coming too fast. Let's be good. I'll stop. Suck it down.
So she's sucking on your finger?
Okay, we'll get you one. What's in there? It's broken. Right.
Cool.
This hand,
What?
that cot is broken.
Well, I would give him a broken cot.
I told them to not sit in it.
Alright, I'm gonna start making an album for Marley. Auntie Courtney. But your eyes are closed. Yeah. Your eyes are closed. What? I don't know. I think it's fine. You crying for Auntie Cord? Oh, Randy, I'm gonna cry again. Oh my.
You're allowed to.
Oh my, Marley. Your hands are so. Oh, I know. I know. You want mommy, huh? Yeah. She wants mommy, huh? Yeah.
I'm done with all this fanfare.
Yeah, she's like, I just need to eat some.
How many pictures can we have of a baby?
Babies have to take pictures.
Still far away.
Hey guys,
It has been a hot minute since you guys heard from me. Everything has just been crazy. There we go. Actually that's better again. Hold on. So I had planned, lights dropped. I had planned on recording a lot of my labor and delivery as much as I could, but little Miss's heart rate kept dropping during labor. So I ended up just giving my sister and sister-in-law the camera and kind of let them kind of take over. And so I had an epidural. I mean, I was feeling fine, but with every contraction I had, her heart rate would drop. And she's sleeping right here. So it finally, but usually it would come back up. And so the last time it dropped, it took forever to come back up, and my doctor called a C-section, which is not what I had anticipated. And so when I found that out, I lost it. I just started crying. I'm crying thinking about it. But she ended up having the cord wrapped around her neck and her stomach. And so if we would probably try to continue to deliver naturally, she probably would not have made it. But I do want to say, this is little Miss Marley. She's perfect. She loves to be held. Since I did have a C-section, we did have to stay 48 hours. We were supposed to be released today. I actually just got discharged, but we are doing what's called rooming in with her because her jaundice, her levels are starting to get better, but they wanted to monitor it a little bit. And then she's lost she's lost 6 ounces, which isn't a whole lot, but she was born 5 pounds 9 ounces. So we are monitoring her weight too. I believe she's gonna be discharged tomorrow. So right now it's Thursday the 27th, but so we got in here yesterday and they had me up and walking. Well, they moved me into this room. This is a postpartum room, and this light's really bright. I just don't want to get up to turn it off. But they moved me in here and everything's been going good. Anthony has a couch to lay on. The first night she slept okay. I mean, I slept probably 3 or 4 hours. But then last night she did not sleep at all. She was either on my boob attempting to eat, but it's like she wasn't really getting much, or she was screaming her head off. And so I didn't sleep at all until like the wee hours of the morning when Anthony took over. I finally just took her off my boob and I was like, just do some skin to skin, just hold her. And I look like crap. But I did take a shower yesterday and that felt really good. I just haven't done my hair or my makeup or anything. So, but I just wanted to get on here and give you guys an update because I know that this video did not go as planned. But this little girl, guys, is perfection. She was definitely worth everything. I am actually feeling okay. They gave me hydrocodone last night, and then I'm gonna make sure Anthony gets that, but they gave me hydrocodone last night, and then Motrin right before that, and then Motrin around midnight, and then some more Motrin this morning. They're offering me the hydrocodone and I don't really feel like I need it, but I am getting a prescription for it just in case, so that we can continue feeling good because I'm up and moving. My incision doesn't hurt, but I'm sore. Like my abs are sore, my back is sore, my shoulders are sore. My shoulders are sore from my epidural. It took an hour to get my epidural. It took 3 anesthesiologists to get it in. Because of my scoliosis, it made it hard. This is bothering me. It made it hard for them to get it in. But we had our family here the whole time, and they didn't leave till after Marley was born. And it was definitely a different experience. I will say this without going into too much detail. Nurses are going to make or break an experience, but in the end, it comes down to your doctor and having a doctor who's there for you and who listens to you and who's just amazing. I mean, my doctor's amazing. But even right before they wheeled me out to go into the OR, he like stopped and grabbed all of our hands and like prayed with us like my doctor did. And he's a family man, but his patients come first. And like last night he came in my room at like, I want to say it was around 9 or so, maybe 10 o'clock. I want to say it was between 9 and 10. He was finally doing rounds, and he was checking on me, said my incision's healing well. And then he just sat down in a chair and just sat there and talked to us for like 30-45 minutes about everything, and making sure we didn't have any questions and kind of what we can expect, you know, and creating a full game plan. And, you know, answering anything and everything that we had. So, I hope you guys enjoy this video. It is crazy. It has been a whirlwind, because after they told me about the C-section and I went in, I ended up not looking at my phone until like super late that night. Didn't even know where my camera was. I mean, it was in the room, but I wasn't. My focus was on this one. And she's perfection, guys. She is so tiny that she does have problems regulating her body heat a little bit. She doesn't even fit into newborn clothes. So, my mom went to Carter's yesterday and bought her some preemie clothes, and she has a preemie onesie on right now just with a swaddle, and it's the only thing that fits. And then she just has this hat. This is one of my favorite ones I brought, just because it does have the bow, because I'm trying to help keep her body heat in, so we're trying to keep the hat on. And of course my daughter's gonna have a bow. And then yesterday was just exhausting. We had people. Anthony and I were able to finally get some rest. Well, he took care of her and I was able to get some rest in the morning. And then we had family over from like 12 to like 7 or 8. It was exhausting. I was so tired. We haven't had anybody come by today yet. I don't think anybody's coming by, and it has been nice just to not have anybody there. I'm not used to being around people that much. But she is perfect and spoiled. She loves to be held. You set her down and she cries. But going back to last night, so last night she would not eat. I mean, she would eat, but it wasn't like she was getting anything. And my night nurse came in and said that we can supplement if we want to help her jaundice. And so, but every time she came in, like Marley was either crying or she was eating. Like she was constantly doing something, one of those. Like she was not getting any rest at all. And so about 6:30, I want to say it was closer to 6:30. I called the nurse and I said I want to supplement. And so when she came in here and she brought a formula bottle, and so we tried it, and I had just fed her for an hour and she sucked that bottle down. Anthony was able to feed her for the first time. She sucked it down and she burped, and then she fell asleep, and she was sleeping so good. You could tell that she was finally satisfied and her tummy was finally full. So we decided that we're going to supplement until my milk comes in, and then I'm going to pump so that we can see exactly how much she's getting, and then we're going to go from there. So right now she will still nurse. I'm nursing on demand at least every 3 hours. I don't go over the 3-hour mark. And what is it? And then after she nurses, I will give her a bottle just to see how much she takes. So right now they do have her on a higher calorie formula just to try to help her gain weight. And so because she is so tiny and she's full term. She's full term. We did get a lot of pictures taken of her, and so I will probably, after this video, I'm going to insert a lot of the pictures that we took. I'm planning to do even more probably once we get home and I'm feeling better, you know, and it's a little bit easier to move. But today's the best I felt. So I was able to get some good rest this morning once we started supplementing, even though it was, I think, like 4 hours, but it was still like the best sleep. It was the best sleep. And she's been sleeping like a champ since then. So I'm going to give you guys one close-up of her, and then I will go into the pictures. And then the next part of the video will be us going home and her meeting her sisters. Anthony is home right now, since we are having to stay an extra day. He had some school that he needed to get done that's due tonight. So he went home to spend some time with the girls. And then I FaceTimed him so that they could kind of meet up. They could kind of meet Marley, and so he'll be back up here in a little bit. Well, guys, we are officially on our way home. It's the piggy piglet. She's doing so good in the car. Do you want to see your sister? Do you want to let her out?
There you go.
Yeah.
Cookie.
Cookie, come here, baby. She's scared.
Cookie, come here. Cookie, come here, baby. Let's introduce her to the fatty. Here, get you this one.
Be gentle. Come here.
Come here, Pudgy.
it.